I wasn't supposed to find out any of this. I wasn't supposed to see the papers, the signatures, the lies. But life has a strange way of showing you the truth when you least expect it. It started on a Tuesday morning. The house was unusually quiet. My son Ethan had already left for work, and his wife Melanie pretended to be asleep when I walked past their room. She never wakes up early unless she's hiding something. And that day, she was hiding plenty. After making my tea, I went to fetch the laundry basket from the hallway. As I stepped into their bedroom, the corner of a folder peeked out from under the bed. Bright red. Out of place. Wrong. I knew I shouldn't touch it, but something in my gut twisted. That sharp, cold twist mothers get when danger is close. So I looked. Inside were papers with my name on them. My name. And signatures I didn't recognize. Requests for medical evaluation. Requests for guardianship. Requests to transfer property rights in case of mental instability. My heart slammed against my ribs. Mental instability? Me? I stood there shaking, the folder dangling from my fingers, when I noticed something else tucked behind it. A sealed envelope. This one wasn't red. It was beige, old, and the handwriting on the front was unmistakable. My late husband's. I felt the world tilt. Why would something he wrote be under my son's bed? I didn't open it then. I didn't trust myself not to fall apart. Instead, I put everything back, pretending I touched nothing. I walked out. I made my tea. I breathed. And I waited. Because I knew this was only the start. Later that afternoon, I overheard Melanie on the phone. "No, she won't fight it," she whispered. "She barely remembers half her routines. The doctor will sign off. Once this is done, the house is ours. Ethan will understand later." Ours done. House. She wasn't even trying to hide it anymore. That night at dinner, she placed my plate too far from my hand. She spoke loudly, slowly, like I was deaf. She exaggerated every sigh. She rolled her eyes when I asked for the salt. This wasn't rudeness. This was a performance. A performance for my son. The next weekend, Ethan sat me down and said gently, "Mom, maybe we should consider a smaller place for you. Somewhere with help." Help. The same word people use when they're trying to get rid of you without sounding cruel. I swallowed the lump in my throat. "Did Melanie tell you something?" I asked quietly. He hesitated. The hesitation that tells the entire truth. I think she's worried about you." Worried? Yes, of course. So worried she forged documents to take my house. But I didn't confront him yet. Instead, I pretended to forget things. Pretended to misplace my keys. Pretended to be weaker than I was. Because if they thought I was slipping, they'd reveal everything. And they did. The real breaking point came a week later. I found Melanie in my bedroom holding my jewelry box. "Oh, I was just organizing for you," she said, her smile too sharp. Then she added, "You know, it's probably better if Ethan handles your things from now on. Just in case." Just in case. In case what? In case the papers go through? In case the house becomes hers? I finally spoke. "Melanie, where's the rest of the folder?" Her face froze. She didn't ask. "What folder?" She didn't pretend. She went pale. A perfect confession. I don't know what you mean," she stuttered. And that was all I needed. I went to my room, locked the door, and opened the envelope with my husband's handwriting. Inside was a single document, a property amendment, signed by my husband, signed by me, notarized. It stated clearly, "In the event of my passing, the house transfers fully to my wife, not my son, not his spouse. My wife, me." And the amendment was legally binding. Melanie didn't know. Ethan didn't know. No one knew. I sat there, holding the paper, shaking, not from fear, but from relief I wasn't losing my mind. I wasn't being dramatic. She really was trying to erase me, but she failed. The next morning, Melanie made her move. She burst into my room without knocking. "Pack your things," she said sharply. "We found a place for you. Assisted living. It's better this way." Better for who? Better for her. Ethan stood behind her, silent, guilty. I didn't shout. I didn't cry. I simply opened the folder she thought I didn't know about and placed my document on top. "What is that?" she whispered. "The truth," I said simply. Ethan stepped forward, reading quickly, his face drained of all color. "Melanie, you told me. You said—" He looked at me, horrified. "Mom, I didn't know." Of course he didn't. She kept him blind. Melanie tried one last time. "This doesn't mean anything. You're confused. I cut her off. "I'm not the one forging signatures." Silence. Cold, heavy silence. Ethan stared at his wife like he was seeing her for the first time. "You forged mental health documents?" he whispered. She broke. I just wanted the house. You promised me we'd start fresh. She's always here." "And it's my house," I said softly. The rest unfolded fast. Melanie screamed, cried, blamed everyone but herself. Ethan told her to leave the room. He apologized to me over and over, and for the first time in months, I felt seen. I felt safe. I felt like I had my home back. But the real twist? 2 days later, Melanie packed her bags and left the house for good. Not because Ethan told her to, not because she was ashamed, but because I told Ethan something he needed to hear. "Son, you deserve someone who doesn't need to destroy others to feel important." He cried. I cried. And slowly, our family began to heal. In the end, I didn't just save my home. I saved my son from a woman who was willing to erase me to get what she wanted, and that old document my husband left. It didn't just protect the house. It protected me.